Alrighty, hello. Yeah, hello. One drunk man, welcome. Chill game, Funsy, why am I awake edition. Yeah, seriously, why are you awake? Dad Viner. Sandy, hello. Avo. Lana, hello. Christian, hello. LFK, Malik. Carlos, TDMC, welcome. Hello. Kasan, hello my dudes. Hello. How's it going? Alrighty. How goes it, everybody? How's your Saturday? Y'all have a good Saturday today? It was pretty hot out. So, you know, maybe if you don't enjoy hot and humid weather, today maybe was unideal for you, but today here it was pretty hot. We got all the way up to like 90 degrees Fahrenheit or so, I think, which is basically like 31 degrees Celsius or so, right? Yeah, it got pretty warm today. I actually enjoyed it. It was definitely hot. I mean, I spent a lot of the time indoors too, though, because, you know, I went out to see some friends, and we had like barbecue and food and stuff, and then we just went inside to, you know, to just hang out. But yeah, it was just chill. Only got up to the low 80s here in Maine. Wasn't as bad as it was supposed to. I assume, yeah, I assume in Maine it doesn't get as hot right as quickly, but yeah, it's definitely getting warmer though. BBQ, yeah, it was really good. Had some like dry rub ribs, super good, super yummy. And you know, we had like other stuff, you know, had a bunch of other things like fruit and salad and all that other good stuff. But yeah. Hey, lighting any Keywalk avail? Yeah, seriously, any lime green Keywalk avail? It's the only Keywalk I'm missing to finish this big rainbow set. I'm not sure if anybody here has one though. Alright. So I guess I wanted to show you guys what I received in the mail. I received a few sets from Canon Keys to show off, and I'll just show them off quickly, and then we can open up the Pixelspace capsule, which I also got in the mail, and I haven't opened at all. So I actually don't know what's in there. So we're gonna figure it out all together, and we're gonna build it. All right. So here are the sets I got from Canon Keys this time. Got 3 key sets here today. We got, this is a Canon Keys, this is Canon Caps, so this is not nice PBT this time. This is Canon Caps Earl Grey Lavender. And then I got Canon Caps PBT Moon. Yeah, PBT Moon. And then this is a nice PBT set. Yeah, nice PBT by HH Dialo. This is nice CBT Shinbun, so we can check those out. Let's go in order, I guess. So Earl Grey Lavender here. I assume it's pretty much the colors of the box here, so like this kind of purplish lavender or whatever, and then some gray like undertones for the maybe the mods or maybe the alphas actually. How do I open this? Oh my gosh. Is Canon Caps different from nice PBT? Yeah, it is different. So Canon Caps is like it's like Canon Keys. This one they actually went through to develop the whole like there's like differences between like the PBT and like just the way they do all the dice subbing and stuff is like pretty similar, but it's slightly different, I think. I think the legends and stuff, I think that might be slightly different. I mean, from the packaging too, it's also different. So, yeah. Hopefully, it's not white lettering on the alphas. Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Earl Grey, lavender is dark letters on light alphas. Lana, who is currently, looks like they're currently listening without video, but here it is. I guess I'll like narrate it so you can actually tell what it is. Deimos, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub. Hello, hello. How you doing? All right, this is Earl Grey lavender cannon caps. So this one has lavender accents. Like, yeah, it's like lavender, yeah. And then basically the rest of the set kind of reminds me of Slate, I think. Yeah, kind of reminds me of PBT, reminds me of Hyperfuse, kind of. Yeah, it's a little darker than that, right? Maybe it's like more like Modern Dolch light, but darker. Anyway, forgot my glasses, can't see shit. Yeah, anyway, so it's like a slightly darker gray in the modifiers, and then like a very light gray in the alphas with black legends, basically. And then there's accents that are like lavender toned. Oh, Obsidian, hello, how are you doing? Alright, then we have, you know, basically all the compatibility and a bunch of novelties. I see that there is, whoa, this one's like coming off. We have a bunch of novelties here. We have like this teapot. This is cute as hell. We have a teapot, and then a bunch of little teacups are following the teapot on the Entergy novelty. That's hella cute. We basically have an, I think this is a R2. I don't know why there's an R2 novelty with this lavender plant, basically. Pretty cool, and then, you know, arrow keys and numpad enter and all that stuff. Do this IRL. and then there's more novelties here. There's like a big teapot novelty for, oh my goodness, bottom row. Oh, I think because the box is just brand new. And then there are, I don't know what this is. Some more plant related novelties, I guess. And then there's like more teacup and teapot novelties. Pretty cute though, to be honest. I like it. I like it. It's cute. It's pretty adorable, to be honest. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty cute. It's a neat set. I think it's pretty appropriate for anybody who is looking for something on the neutral side with just few accents rather than too many. So it's neat. I like it. I actually think the base kit, like even without the accents, looks pretty nice. So it's like if you are looking for like a grayscale set, this is pretty good. Pretty grayscale, like big grayscale fans will definitely like this set. Just use it without the accents, and then you basically have a nice grayscale set. So lavender plant, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like lavender plant with before it actually grows into a flower plant. KLC brought their Dallas Proto to the Singapore meetup yesterday. It is so nice. Wait, KLC brought the Dallas Proto. Wait. Hold up. What? Did Kevin go to the Singapore meetup? I know that Mr. So Kevin actually visits Southeast Asia often. I know that. Like he has work basically related, like, you know, non-keyboard related work there a lot, and I assume he's been there a lot. He's been to like Indonesia, and he knows Southeast Asia pretty well. So he goes there fairly often, as far as I'm aware. But I didn't expect him to actually show up at the meetup. That's actually sick. Yeah, that's really cool. Wow, that's awesome. Wow, I'm glad. I mean, that's really cool. That's real outreach, guys. All right, PBT Moon. I assume it's space themed, and indeed it is. So this one's kind of a little bit different in the sense that the alphas are a bit, interesting theme. So it has white alphas, black legends, and then the modifiers are like a dark gray, blue grayish kind of color. Blue grayish sort of tone. And then the accents are like a... This is not mustard yellow. It's like... I don't know what kind of yellow you call it. It's like orange sickle yellow. It's like a lighter yellow, not pastel, and not mustard. Egg yolk? Yeah. Like Gudetama, lemon, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Egg yolk yellow? Sure, that's fine. I think that's okay for the accents. Cute though. I think the contrast is pretty good on this set, and so this again, this is another set that you could just buy without the accents. Like you could just buy and use without the accents, and you basically have a very neutral set. So basically, I think the approach for a lot of these sets is going for a neutral set overall, and then for the flair, for the accents and the novelties, just use like brighter colors. I think that's the main approach here. I mean, the novelty is pretty cute here. I mean, the novelty here. For the enter key, we have this little spaceman, kind of like hanging by the, you know, like the wire that they have, like the oxygen tube or whatever when they're like in the ISS. And then there's the moon over there. It's really cute, like kind of caricaturized novelty here. And then there's like the Earthrise sort of novelty here. Pretty cool. Oh, what's up, Nacho? These are Cannon Caps, PBT Moon. Cannon Caps, PBT Moon. These are not up just yet, but these are basically teasers for sets that are going to be stock pretty soon on Cannon Keys. So they always send out, well, not always actually. They've been recently sending out a lot of sets for me to kind of show you guys and to like preview a little bit. And so here we have the rest of the compatibility. Basically, a lot of Crescent Moon. A little bit of solar eclipse kind of themes, basically a space theme novelties here. Pretty cute. There's basically like a heart theme around the moon kind of thing. This is pretty cute. I do like this. It's just like it's definitely, you know, on theme with the space thing, and overall it's a neutral set with a lot of compatibility. So I think for the price it's pretty good. If you want like a neutral set and then just want to flare it up with these yellowish accents, then PBT Moon right there for you. If the accents are yellow and maybe it implies the moon, does that confirm that the moon is made out of cheese? Just kidding. I post some Dallas pics on your Discord. Oh, sick! Thank you. Alright, so that's PBT Moon, and then last one, nice PBT Shinbun. What does Shinbun mean? Does this mean newspaper? Like Shinbun? Like in Korean? Shinbun? What does Shinbun mean? I don't know. There's a lot of Japanese in the back, and I cannot read it. I know some of the characters, but some of the Chinese characters, but I don't know the rest. Okay, well, I don't know how to read this. It basically says a bunch of things, but basically says long-lasting keycaps. Okay, that's in English. And it says something RAL related, so maybe they match it to some RAL colors. Newspaper, yes? Okay, cool. Shinbun, newspaper. Okay, so this is a newspaper-themed set. Oh. Damn, okay, this is cool. Okay, this is really cool. Okay, so Weeb Legends, yes, Weeb Legends indeed. So this is Japanese like legends, sub-legends, but I really like this. You know why I like this? Because this is like script kind of sub-legends. It's not like the, you know, like it's like, you know, kind of like when they do it with pen, like the calligraphy sort of like font. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? But yeah, this is really nice, and this is like an off-white sort of set, so basically it's kind of like that cream color for the beige, for like beige sets, and then the modifiers have like lots of novelties, which I assume are probably maybe like, you know, sort of like as if they're like column titles or something. But this is really cool. Really like this. I mean, there's definitely a few things that I would say are, oh, you know, you can maybe fix this, but overall this looks really sick. Like for example, one thing I could nitpick is this. It's like awfully too close to the hyphen, right? But I mean, that's like pretty small. But everything else looks really good. Looks really good. It does have that color of a newspaper. Yeah, it does. It does. Alright. It's like foreign language, I guess. Alright. And then here's the nav cluster. Ooh, look at the numpad. Look at the numpad. Wait, I'm so confused. Why does the numpad... Oh, no, never mind. That's days of the week. I was like, why does the numpad go, like, have like, red colors on the sub-legends from 1 to 7 and then 8 and 9 aren't? But now I understand. It's because it's 7 days of the week. Yeah, this is really cool. This is really cool. This set is... Okay. I think just for the novelty, I think the theme of the set is definitely like a 10 out of 10. The calligraphy styling on the sub-legends is really cool. The colors are... They nailed the colors for sure. The sub-legends, they're pretty... like, the idea around this whole thing is pretty 10 out of 10. It's definitely really nice. I think because it's PBT, it's doable because there's all these colors involved too. Like, despite it being a simple set. So yeah. And there's some reverse die sub caps. I see here some reverse die sub. Very nice. So I see these black enter keys and the escape key here. Very cool. Very nice. Has all the compatibility. You know, 3U space bars or whatever. It's got everything. These look very cool. These look very cool. I definitely like this. This set I definitely would consider buying just because the novelty of it is pretty sick. I do like the calligraphy style and the sub-legends. HH Stylo, good job. Great idea and pretty well executed. I do think the different styles between the like script, like, I mean between like this like more blocky style for the characters and like the calligraphy style is sometimes, I mean, I can see it being a little off-putting because it's just like a very high contrast kind of thing, but nonetheless, cool set. Cool set. I do like this. Definitely would consider buying something like this because it's just thematically unique, and also it's very neutral toned and it's good. This set it's like a banger. Definitely. I think this and nice PBT sweater weather are definitely two sets that I really like. The November fog that we used that other time was also really good. So there's been a few sets that are really good these days. From the nice PBT line or from the Keycaps line. So I'm really liking how many sets they're coming out, they're coming up with and releasing, and these are basically going to be in stock and whatnot. So it's really cool. Like, it's beyond just the, oh, let's do Fuji and nice PBT, let's do Noel and nice PBT and whatever. Like, it's beyond that. So I think it's nice. It's good to see fresh ideas going right into this nice PBT project or Keycaps project, you know, where they're like releasing these sets in PBT and not necessarily GMK, you know, kind of like skips all that process of like ICing with the GMK set and it's typical GMK standard pricing and kitting and all that. So I think it's kind of cool to see something different. So this Shinbun set I like a lot, and the PBT Moon and the Earl Grey Lavender here, good sets if you want something neutral with accents that are, you know, the themes are, one's like, you know, space themed and the other one's is like tea or lavender themed. So if you like that too, like the novelties and the accents are probably gonna be right up your alley. I wish they refined their Latin legends though. I do agree with that, Gawk. I do agree with Gawk in the sense that the nice PBT sets, Latin legends and icons also, which is one thing I have a gripe with about nice PBT or Keycaps really, is that the icons kind of look thick. Like the legends look kind of thick. The alignment is not necessarily like, you know, pog, but it's still pretty good. like, can't complain for the price. You know, can't complain for the price, but definitely something that I would say like, oh, it would be cool if that was refined over time. Yeah, that's for sure. But as it is, you know, still a pretty good deal. Yeah. The legends for Latin alphas on NPBT are always look a little bit lower than GMK, like they aren't just in the corner. Yeah, right. Like they're not as like top left justified. But I mean, yeah, Kaneki's really pumping out a ton of like key sets. Ew, Kane Kunchi, hello. Can I see the yellow Cosmo here? Here it is. All right. Let's see. Do you know when it will be available? Sandy, I actually don't know when the Shinbun set is going to be available just yet. I don't get any dates just yet. Assuming that, so they're releasing Sweater Weather this week, if I recall correctly. Let me double check that. Yeah, so they're doing Nice PBT Sweater Weather on May 25th. I mean, oh, this coming week, so it's on Wednesday. Given when I got it and when they're releasing it, I'm gonna assume the Shinbun set is probably coming in 2 weeks tops from now, maybe. Yeah, or maybe even sooner. But if they sent out a set to me, it means they're preparing for release, so it should be soon. Yeah, it's looking really good though. Does Nice PBT use chamois molds? I believe the PBT blanks, yeah, are basically that. Cobra Clips, hello, how are you doing? How does this Nice PBT line feel compared to Nice PBT, I mean, compared to chamois or CRP? I don't have chamois sets, unfortunately, I haven't gotten any yet. CRP though, it's thinner than, I mean, it's thicker than CRP, my bad. So they kind of feel heavy. But the PBT is also more textured than CRP. Like, it has a bit more grip. Still kind of on the smoother side, like it's still like a smooth top texture, but it's still, it definitely has a bit more grippiness than CRP. I think CRP kind of like purposefully is also like smooth because it's very akin to like OG Cherry. It's very similar to that. So yeah, Nice PBT definitely a little bit more grippy, and also thicker keycaps, if I recall correctly. The stems are a bit different too. So they do sound a little different. I'm not sure how to describe what the difference is in sound, but they sound different from CRP. That's all I can tell you. Where can I go get the pudding caps? Oh, I don't know. Pudding caps, you probably can just search on Google, to be honest. Maybe like AliExpress or something. Alright. I love that we don't get to see any of these sets until they're already on hand. They just have full faith on the design. I mean, it's more like I think it's, instead of that, it's more like they have faith that they can put something out there, right, in stock, and see how it does, basically. If it doesn't do too well, then they'll just hold on to that initial stock of cabs that they make, and they don't have to remake it again. But if it does really well right off the bat, right, that design or whatever, then they can always restock. Because the whole idea of Nice PBT, right, or can caps, is to have them in stock constantly, right? It's to do frequent release of these guys because people are using them. So I do like the approach that they take, in which they are just taking designs from people and really just going right into it, like right into production. Because that way they can also, like, it helps them probe the market quickly too. The turnaround is quick on that. So I do like how they are approaching that in that sense. I mean, I'm not sure how the, you know, ROI on that would be, but it probably means they're trying to accomplish something here. So I have faith that that's what they're trying to do. I still want PBT Euro. Is that gonna be a thing? I actually don't know. Alright, friends, so let's open this guy up. This is a Pixelspace capsule. So let's just get the shrink wrap out of the way. I have not opened this, as you can see. So I'm basically opening it right on stream with you guys. So let's check it out. So this is a new 65%. This keyboard is from Pixelspace, is the designer, like the design studio or the designer, the brand. But this is being run through Click-Clack.io. Click-Clack.io is the US-based vendor. They're like an international / US-based vendor that has been working with various designers, mostly from China, I guess, because the Vertex angle was run through Click-Clack.io. They are also running the Tenet 70, which actually Alex Otos and other people have displayed, which is the one with the OLED and reversible top. Pretty cool design, but that's like basically they're working with various design studios, and this is one of them. This is Pixelspace, and Pixelspace is here releasing this Capsule 65% keyboard. It basically has a sort of like pill shape, kind of like futuristic sort of design here, and this is the box. Pretty nice. I mean, basically same art on both sides, and the rest kind of like blank, but kind of spacey themed. Pretty cool. But this is a big box for sure. Okay, so we open the box. That's a very thick box. Really like it. Alright, let's get some stuff out here. Alright, we have our first piece of foam to cover everything here. Okay, so they provide an FR4 plate. FR4 plate with a bunch of cuts also. Very nice. So this is gasket mount. This looks like it's standard gasket mount. Looks like they put some kind of like, you know, like the tabs have like cuts here, kind of like more like whatever like Lee String's trying to achieve, right? But I mean, so yeah, 65% gasket mount. And then we have a palm plate. Nice palm plate as well. Interesting. And a polycarb plate. 3 plates in one box. Okay, so we get a choice to use any of these 3. So we can choose. I'm kind of leaning towards the plastic ones, but we can do FR4 as well. All right, 3 plates. Then we have bottom foam and middle foam, which I assume is going to be the like you know, pour on, right, foam pieces. And indeed it is. So this is for the case. Bottom foam, and this is middle foam, which is for the you know, between the plate and the PCB, right? Okay, so we got some foam here. Okay, and then we have PCB and switch bottom mat. Oh, so basically, oh, it's hot swap today. Oh, I'm not soldering. Yay! All right, so we're doing hot swap, which basically means I'm gonna be logged into the layout. That's kind of a bummer. That's fine though. Alright, so we have hot swap PCB here. And PE foam. You know, one sheet of PE foam with all the little switch cuts here. Little poked holes here. So PE foam, if we want to put it, we can do that. We can poll all these things. So we can figure out whether we want this or not. And then we have our PCB. Here's our capsule. Come on, focus. Here's our capsule PCB. Kind of reminds me of the a little less than the Mr. Suit PCB, I guess, but it basically has cuts at every layer. That's quite a lot of cuts, but basically has cuts at every layer. Right? Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Mr. Suit, I guess. So a lot of flexibility there, I suppose, on pretty much across the entire alpha section. And wait a second, this is also thinner. This appears to be a 1.2 millimeter PCB too. So yeah, 1.2 millimeters and a lot of cuts, from what I can see here. Hot swap. Fixed layout, looks like it's 6.25U. Do I get the option of step caps? I do not. No, regular caps lock and full backspace and Z. Clear solder mask on black substrate, neat. Yeah, it looks cool. The traces on the left look like when you only show the human veins layer of the body. Yeah, kinda. Anyway, and then it looks like, oh, here's a JST connector. Here's the JST over here. And I see here there's some LEDs as well, so I assume these are like indicators, or maybe just like lighting for the back or the top, and some LEDs over here. Okay, so that's the PCB section. All right, take out more foam, and let's see, parts and cable. Cable. I have not gotten a cable included in a keyboard kit since DMCA works. Okay, this is cute. Looks like TechFlex. Looks like clear TechFlex paracord cable with heat shrink done. Pretty neat. USB-C. This is kind of cute. This is pretty cute. I have to say, this is pretty cute. Nice. Okay, I like it. Very cute, baby blue cable. Straight cable too. Chad move, to be honest. This is a Giga Chad move right here. Straight cable is the way to go IMO now. I think a lot of people are obsessed with coiled, but straight cable, I think, is cleaner and it looks just so nice. But yeah, straight cable, very Chad, very nice. Alright, and then we have some extra things here. Okay, so that's the bag, and here we have silicone pads. Oh, this is for the feet of the case. We have gaskets. Oh, the gaskets are little socks. So the gaskets remind me, is very reminiscent of the gasket socks from the like the isolation top mount from Mode. It has those like little socks. Or what else had these socks too? Did the Mr. Suit have these socks? I think. I forget. The Vertex had these socks too, right? Anyway, it has these like little gasket socks. Yeah, Mr. Suit had socks. Yeah, and we have our stabilizers. So it says stabilizer washers, but basically these are the spacers. So this is for 2mm PCBs. When you use a 1.2mm PCB and you want to make up for the 0.4 difference, that is the difference from normal thickness, this stabilizer piece, I mean, yeah, these little FR4 clips are for that. Just spacers for that. And then here we have the case. Alright, let's take it out. We got this very cute light blue, which if I recall correctly, it's called Icy Blue or Ice Blue for the group buy. So from what I am aware, for their group buy, they're going to have an R1 in stock buy. So if I recall correctly, they told me that they're going to have an R1 in stock, 200 units in stock, first come first serve. The date is not finalized yet, and the pricing is not yet finalized, but they said that they're trying to aim for under $400 for the kit. So under $400, and it'll come with all this. It'll come with the cable, it'll come with the 3 plates, it'll come with the PCB, the gaskets, the P foam, the foam, all that. Okay, so everything that I just unboxed here is going to be in the kit, and that's going to be under $400, right? And there's going to be it's going to be like, you know, under it says here. Oh, never mind. My bad. I got confused. Anodized version $410 US. Electrophoresis coating $430 US in stock. And then the group buy is going to be under 400. Okay, so yeah. So they're going to have an in stock buy first, and then they're going to have a group buy if like there's demand, you know. They can take on a group buy, and that'll be like your round 2, so to speak. It's really like two different sales divided in you know, or like one big sale but just divided in 2 different types. One part in stock, and then the other part, the rest of it, to be produced in a group buy fashion. The group buy fashion one is slightly cheaper than the in stock one, because at least the in stock one they can ship right away. So you're basically paying slightly more, you know, between, you know, let's say like $20 or $50 just to get it quicker, and obviously if you're, you know, quick to buy it. which they're going to be 200 units. So pretty good price, I think. Pretty good price. Those socks are such a godsend compared to peel and stick. My shake hands thank the designer. I do agree with that. I honestly don't really enjoy sticking gasket slices. Oh! Oh shit! What's this? I didn't know it was going to come with this. Okay. I guess it's branded. I guess it's branded. It has my logo on it. On the inside, it's laser engraved. Very cool. I did not expect this. I guess you get to keep the unit then. Yes, I do. So I get to keep this. Very nice. And this anodizing, okay, I have to say, this anodizing color, sheesh! Like, actually, okay? This color is so cute. It's like a baby blue, sky blue sort of like color. Look at that. It's like this like baby blue sort of tone. Ice blue really is what they're calling it. But it's super cute. And the surface application on this looks pretty even. I don't see streaking or blemishes. Nope, I don't see any blemishes here. Or here. Or in the bottom. Maybe. No, it's just the porosity of the aluminum. Okay, so overall, the surface finish is really clean. Really clean. Yeah. How heavy is it? Oh, I can definitely measure it. But yeah, it says, designed by Pixel Studios since 2020. Very cool. And here's the back of the board. Basically, it is... I heard this is like PVD. I think PVD brass, maybe? PVD brass, says Pixelspace over there. It's like really very reflective, and then the USB port is on the left side. CFO blanks. Oh, okay, cool, sure. All right. Anyway, what in the Gen Z did you just do? Sheesh. On guard, respectfully. I wonder how that compares to DDS8. I don't know, to be honest. Okay, cool. So someone asked about the weight of the board, so I can go get my scale first. Alright, so the board without anything, it weighs basically 4 pounds. So 3 pounds and 15 ounces, which is 1.782 kilograms. So maybe like, let's say like if I added like the PCB and the plate or something, like P-foam and PCB and you know, like some foam and the plate on top, just to kind of mock it up, and I guess all the switches here. It's basically going to be about 2 kilograms in weight, 2 kilograms ish in weight. Pretty cool. So decent weight, decent amount of weight to this. What's the front height look like? It looks like it could be a little tall. Okay, let me give you a comparison. Let's see. I guess I can just compare it to the HKB here. So I have an HKB Professional 1 here, which is the same. It's pretty much similar to the HKB Pro 2. And this is how the height kind of compares. It's not quite focusing, huh? But I'm trying. Yeah. I'm trying. Anyway, yeah, something like that. That's actually super low. Yeah, I think it's pretty comfortable. It's supposed to be only 5-degree typing angle, or 6 degrees, something like that. It's pretty low typing angle, as you can see, like from the side profile. It's a pretty low typing angle. So it definitely is, if you're not used to keyboards that are not so steep, this is definitely one of those. It's gonna be more like similar to like a KFE typing experience. Like Koala is basically like 5.5 degrees typing angle. So it's basically close to that in this case. Alright, let's open it up just to show you the internals, and also I'd be planning to access this daughter board so I can test it. So let me open this up. Use these hex screws. How yellow is the bottom of your cup rubber? Oh, here. Pretty yellow. I'm telling you, it's a true. It's truly a Pro 1 SE. Okay, Pro 1 SE. Okay, so this is one of those side seamless designs, like basically the ones that don't have seams on the side. Also, am I using too big of a screwdriver here? I think so. Let's try the slightly smaller one here. Oh no, it is the right size. Okay, never mind. You can tell the salaryman that used to use it went the yeah. Pro 1 JSE. Why do you watch that cup rubber and coffee, Diego? Yeah. Yeah, Pro 1 SE, very pog. You can feel the cubicle, the pain and suffering of the cubicle life. Upon typing on this keyboard, you know, on the Pro 1, I mean. All right. So let's take the cover out. Okay, there comes off the cover. So here's the bottom piece. So bottom piece is decently thick, actually. Pretty interesting how it's designed here. The bottom cover is like this. It seems like he had a window seat. You can feel the chain smoking due to cubicle stress. Yeah. So it's not quite just a flat bottom piece, it's angled slightly. And then here we have a very short JST cable daughter board here. And then this is the top piece over here. Come on, focus, focus, focus. It says Pixelspace, and then it says Capsule here at the top as a badge, and then basically space for the plate tabs to sit, blockers, and everything else. Okay, so and it looks like there's also screws that basically bolt the PVD weights to the top piece over here. Pretty cool. And oh, I see now. It looks like we have some polycarb diffuser over here. It looks like it lets the light from the PCB here to go through and diffuses the light over here. So basically it will show up on that part of the board. Okay, let's take this out first. Oh wait, this wait a second. It looks like I actually should take off this weight first. Well, actually, let's just take it out because I'm kind of curious as to how it's all attached together. So let's take these screws out first. Is this one separate from the rest? Fairly complicated inside, yeah. Fairly complicated inside, indeed. Does this come off right away? Nope. Okay, so I guess I have to undo these screws too. Okay. Oh, okay, there it came off. Alright, so the side piece is solid. Oh, okay, this is a pretty big side back piece. Okay, that's bigger than I thought. Wow, okay. Alright. That's cool. Okay. So this is what the top piece without the PVD part looks like. It basically has a flat back here. And two little alignment pins here, alignment holes, and then for the screws. And then here's where the diffuser is attached. And then a hole here for the daughter board section. And the daughter board is just directly attached to this PVD brass piece, from what it looks like. The PVD brass piece is kind of like a half cylinder, rounded half cylinder here. So that's what it looks like, and it also has the aluminum piece sort of like attached to it. Pretty interesting. I guess I can just leave the daughter board here in this case. Don't really have to undo this. So we can just test it out from here. And then I can just put this back onto the case for now. Alright, let's get our PCB first. And test out our PCB first. Okay. Blue, silver, good. Yeah, pretty neat, to be honest. Okay, lights up. That sounds like a good thing. We can open up VIA first, and I believe I should have the JSON file here for it. Huh? Did not open it. There it is. Okay. So we go to Design tab, load. This is the capsule, right? Oh wait, I don't have it here. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay. Capsule 65 via. Does anyone call .json files JSON or JSON files? I just call them JSON, like, yeah, because it's easier. don't really complicate my life doing otherwise. All right, let's just program it how I prefer it. So left control. So it's gonna be fixed layout. So 6.25U. Okay, so if that's the case, let me do right alt here and then the function layer here instead. And then I prefer doing home, page up, page down, and end. That's my canonical 65% column. And then on the layer here, okay, I'm gonna move some of these things. So the reset key, I prefer to put the reset key on R for reset. Special reset. And then let's put our F row. F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then I put delete here. I put tilde here. Tilde. I put caps lock here. And then I put my RGB controls on Z on the bottom row here. So I put RGB toggle, RGB mode, minus plus, minus plus, minus plus, I think is fine. The rest is fine. Okay, I can take those out of the way. And for now, this is okay. This should be enough. I don't need the media keys for now, so it's all good. Alright, cool. That's good. It's kind of like the whole GIF drama. I mean, what do you call it? GIF or GIF? I call it GIF. Alright, test it out. Oh, Ninewalker, hello. It's graphics interchange format, so GIF, not GIF? Oh, I see. I guess? But when you have acronyms, you pronounce them based on like English language rules, which have nothing to do with the acronym itself. So I think based on that, I think it's GIF. But I mean, like giraffe, you know, because of the way English works. I think it's supposed to be GIF, not GIF. But anyway, I guess that's my take on it. Is that when it's an acronym, you pronounce it based on. It's either you spell out the whole acronym one like each letter one by one, or if you're gonna like say as a word, I think you can just follow like your basic English language pronunciation rules, which I think it should be GIF, but yeah. I'll keep calling it GIF, but I don't really care, to be honest. Like, whatever. Okay, looking good so far. Oh. Okay. Creator calls it GIF? Oh, I see. Interesting. GIF unfriended on Fortnite. Okay. I see though. Well, whatever it is. YOLO. You can call it whatever you want. Whatever makes you sleep, well, whatever helps you sleep at night is what you should call it. So. Alright, can I also change the lighting here? I don't like this red. Maybe I'll make it blue or white. Yeah, but that's a little too bright though. Okay, that's fine. Alright, unplug it. Creator's opinion is wrong! Alright then. Okay. Well then, it seems we have now entered the denial phase of this. Understandable. It's okay. But you pronounce Jin, not Gin. Right, exactly. Right? I think according to English language rules, you're supposed to say Jin. And similar to the way you say giraffe. G and I, when they go together like that, you say J, not G. So I do agree. It's like cereal or milk first. Cereal first is superior. By the way, yeah, I mean, if you're a milk first type of person, whew, I don't know. Can we be friends? You just want to see the world burn if you put the milk in first. That's just kind of cringe, bro. Straight up. That's just weird. That's just like, why? Why would you do that? Anyway, whatever. Everyone that does milk first says it is to keep it crunchy as possible. You know how to keep it. You know how to keep it crunchy. Eat it faster. Stop eating slow. Get good and eat faster. Chew faster. It'll be crunchy still before it gets all soggy. Eat faster. Stop getting distracted. Watching TV in the morning. Stop. Eat your cereal. Alright, friends. Let me go get some stabs. I think I ordered some TX stabs, Winkey TX stabs. I think I have Winkey TX stabs. Let me see. I think I should have Winkey TX stabs. Let me check. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So it is Winkeyless, unfortunately. I thought I had Winkey, but it's Winkeyless. I'm just gonna replace the wire, which is fine, to be honest. So yeah. I hope the wire is not colored like something. Alright. Cool. So we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or actually I just keep this here like this and just put the, yeah, just use this one. I can put the 2U wire over here for now. Okay. Ooh. Came for keyboard staying for the life lessons. Nice. Alright, so I got these white TX stabs from Ash Keeps when they like had a small stock of these. I like managed to catch it, and so I got these white Winkeyless stabs. But I should have a bunch of 6.25U wires, so it's not a problem. Okay. Okay, so I do want to make a poll. Is there any mods here? I'll just do it. It's fine. All right, we're gonna do a poll for 2 different things. Number 1 is gonna be plate foam, yes or no, or no, P foam, yes or no, and then plate, which plate. So let's first choose a plate, and then we can figure out the P foam situation. Or actually, no, let's do the P foam first because I think that comes first. So let's do poll. PE foam, yay, nay. And I'll give you guys 1 minute, because if you're listening, you should know what to answer. Alright, and I'm gonna grab that 625 wire that I should have over here. No, this is a Wendy's. Damn it, can I get a double cryo patty with 4 slices of pickles? Alright, I guess we're not doing pea foam today. Alright, no pea foam. Alright. Alright, this wire seems fine. Okay. Nay. Alright. Next question is which of the 2 plastic plates do we want? Or actually, I'll just put all of them. Plate. Palm, polycarbonate, FR4. You guys get 1 minute. Alright, so no P foam it is. Don't forget, we have these flex cuts, so definitely gonna factor into how this sounds and feels. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. I can't vote? What do you mean you can't vote? Why can't you vote? Skill issue. I'm being oppressed. What? What are you even talking about? Polycarb. Okay, I guess we're going polycarb today. Alright, cool. Alright, let's get started on lubing these stabs first. So, since I'm not using the P foam... Oh, actually, I can just use this instead. Just gonna put this here for now. Looks like polycarb won by quite a bit. Okay, polycarb it is. So palm goodbye. Say goodbye to palm. Alright, so no P foam and polycarb plate. Twitch app gotta step it up. Oh yeah, the Twitch app kinda sucks. Yeah, that is true. The Twitch app is really weird. Hello Diego, just tuned in. How's it going, my guy? It's going well. Today was a pretty hot and warm day in New York and it was good. I had a good time. Went for lunch, had some barbecue. Had some meats and treats with my friends. It was all good. What is chat sent? I don't know. All right. Last poll. Mid piece foam. So between, I guess I'll just call it plate foam. I guess plate foam. Yay, nay. So this is like between PCB and plate. All right. You can vote, chat. Also, this is hot swap, so I can always technically go back and take out like stuff and put like foam back in and whatnot. But I think for the first one, let's just have it figured out. Gonna let those cuts flex? Yeah, they're gonna really flex then. If we got no foam in the middle and no P foam also, those cuts really gonna do work today. That's really how it is. Facts, today was so hot. Yeah, it was pretty warm. It was like 90s, right? So like 31 degrees Celsius here in New York at least, and decently humid too. Open source, I see. I had outdoor barbecue last week too, and it rained halfway through. Oh shit, that sucks. It's been raining the past few days here. Like it's basically been sprinkling every other day, and then like raining suddenly. So we're definitely getting like warmer temperatures. So quite a bit of humidity around right now in New York at least. Where do you get your Q from? Also, REM, welcome, but I do not speak, well, if it's Russian, I do not speak Russian, so if you can speak English, you're most welcome to. What's... Oh, barbecue, that you call barbecue Q? We just did like dry rub, like ribs. I think we got a bunch of the ribs from Costco. Yeah, we got a bunch of ribs from Costco and cooked those. So we did two different so we did one marinated one, marinated ribs like overnight, where basically it's like rub and then put it, let it marinate, and then before you cook, like you put in like a bunch of beer for the marinade, so it marinates in beer and the rub. And then we did a dry rub where it was just more like without the liquid, so a lot like more like dry and flavory. So we did two different types of rub for our ribs. I asked what you were doing, but I already understood. Oh, welcome. I see. So what I am doing here, REM, I built custom keyboards. If you haven't seen this before, basically, we assemble custom keyboard kits here. Basically, you can, like, there's people who design keyboards and sell them as kits, and like you can change like the switches, and you can change like the plate. You can change various parts to make it sound and look the way you want it to. So and I do the building process here on stream. I touched grass today. Nice, me too. Back to cave now. That's fair. I have to say, like, now that it's the summer basically again, people are going out a lot, and like I guess I'm not still over like the pandemic in the sense that like I still kind of get pretty nervous in like situations where there's like a ton of people around me, So like, and I know that people suggest like going to like the beach or like whatever, and I'm like, Hello, I went out today. It was nasty. The taste of New York City summer. It was just a taste too. It wasn't even like super hot. It was hot. It was okay, and it still does not. We still don't have the good old classic smells like New York City trash summer, right? So today was just a little smidge, little taste, little teaser. Yeah. Can't wait for my electricity bill to skyrocket. Oh, fuck, don't remind me, dude. The electricity bill last year, like last summer, was so high. Oh my god, dude. We pay so much in electricity in the summer. It's so bad. I hate it. Like, just from using, like, the AC and whatever. Breathe it in, brother. Yeah, I mean, Bro, my utilities were 500. Holy moly. Okay, that's pretty freaking high. Wait, how many people are paying these $500? That's very expensive for energy. AC on. Yeah. That is bonkers. $250 in the summer here? Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah. So I think that's more expected for me too. Like $250 a month or whatever. And then like in my case, the good thing it's split with my roommate, so it's actually much much easier to pay for the bills. But yeah, nonetheless, the bills still go up quite a bit. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Yet another summer. Last year, my bill was $682.15 for 2 months. Damn. I get annoyed easily when I'm hot, so I'd rather pay the premium for comfort. Okay. I agree with this 100%. I would still pay the premium for comfort for sure, because I also can't stand humidity, like hot and humid. For me, the reason I don't like hot and humid is it's not that I'm annoyed by it, it's because I sweat too much. Like, it literally is like unusable. Like, it is, for me, it's like I sweat so much that my shirt gets like a half moon, dude, okay? Like, I get like a half moon shirt, and like back is like all like, you know, it's like a puddle in the back, basically. And you know, you like sit and move, and it's like all like sticky, and like, and you sweat. I sweat so much that like the sweat sticks so much to my skin, right? That like when I like move and stretch or whatever, I can feel the sweat pores sort of like stretching like this, and it hurts my skin basically. Dude, I hate it. I hate it so much. It's the worst feeling. Oh god, dude. Like, this is exactly why, like, part of me is like, oh man, I would love to go to, like, Asia in the summer, you know, have fun, whatever, but I'm also like, man, dude, I know that if I go, I'm gonna be sweating like crazy. But yeah, I'm a very sweaty person in that sense. Waking up drenched in sweat is the worst feeling? Yeah. I can't stand it, dude. It's horrible. What city am I from? Well, REM, I'm currently streaming from New York City, in the United States. But originally I grew up in Mexico City, in Mexico. So, Mexico City, if you look up the weather right now, it's basically between 15 and 27 degrees Celsius. And that's basically actually the weather most of the year in Mexico City. The thing about Mexico City is that it's about 2,200 meters, so 2,200 meters above sea level, which is basically like it's like what, 6,000 feet above sea level. So it's very nice. Like, it's cool, it's dry. Even if it gets warm, it's dry, so it's not humid at all. It's great. It's like the perfect weather all year long. There's rainy seasons where it does rain a little bit more, like in the winters and stuff, but it's not that bad. Yeah, so I kind of miss home in that regard. The weather was just absolutely perfect. But then, you know, obviously I moved here to New York City, and it's, you know, there's seasons and I enjoy them, except for the summer. The summer is the only season I just can't get by too easily because I just sweat too much and all that. Global warming makes me mad. Yeah. Welcome to Southeast Asia. I mean, so kind of, I've been to Southeast Asia, you know. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I've been to Malaysia before, and I like spent, you know, like 3 weeks in Malaysia, and like, you know, toward the whole like peninsular part, and then went to the Indonesian part, like, you know, the island part of Malaysia, and like it was all good and fun, and I sweat a lot of water and calories over there, but I do enjoy like being in places. It's not like I would not say like, oh, I'm not going on vacation because I straight up just hate the summer that much. But if I do have a choice of living in comfort, I do prefer to opt for it. But I mean, I would certainly love to travel a little bit more, and visit countries, no matter even if it's hot or humid or whatever. Depends on what part of Asia. If you come at the right time, you can enjoy a little heat and a little humidity. It's usually August. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I know that there's like dry and wet seasons basically too. Also, like monsoon season is a thing, like in Southeast Asia especially, right? Like different hemispheres, different monsoon seasons essentially. Take me to Korea with you, Diego? Oh, dude, Korea would be so much fun. I haven't been to Korea in 10 years now, and I really miss it. Malaysia's humidity drives me insane. I mean, I bet. I know that it's basically equatorial humidity, and like it's, you know, you guys are basically, I mean, it's not quite an island. I mean, there's an island part to it, but it's basically next to the ocean the whole time. So you guys get a ton of humidity too. So it's crazy. I mean, a lot of Asia's like that, right? Taiwan, Hong Kong, you know, a lot of like, you know, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, right? It's good. They get it pretty bad. They get it pretty bad. I may or may not go in August. Nice. Jealous. It's like this all year around? Yeah, I figure. When I went back to visit Phil's in 2019 to attend a wedding, my dress shoes wouldn't fit because I was just swollen from the humidity. Holy shit. That's a record. I've never been in that situation specifically, but damn. That's wild, dude. Oh, that's so nice though, Eric. Going to Korea? I'm so jealous. I just haven't been so long though. I really want to go. I just, yeah. That's definitely one of my biggest regrets. Like between like attending school and working, I basically worked day after graduation. I started working the day after graduation. I never took time off, and it's probably one of my biggest regrets in life is not taking like time to just simply like travel and do nothing and that kind of stuff. And so I definitely got burnt out pretty quickly. And but yeah, it's something that I definitely want to do more of. It's traveling, like especially like internationally, and just like seeing more places that I just haven't gone to. If there's stuff happening, I'll go. If not, then nah. You know what I mean by stuff happen. Eric only going for K-pop summer festivals. Legit only for them K-pop summer festivals, bro. Oh my god, dude. Oh my Atlanta. Worth? I mean, it could be worth. You get them you get to see them idols in their summer skins per se. You know? You get to enjoy the summer weather along with summery views of summer ready idols. You know, so sure. Summertime K honey is based. Enjoy? Oh, so it's even more than that, I see. Sweat t-shirt? Ew. Can you imagine Eric you know, goes to K-pop summer festival in the summer. I mean, you know, summertime festival, and he's the guy who takes off his shirt and it's like, let's go! He's like about to whirl it like you know, like King David defeated Goliath. He's like swinging it, about to throw it to the stage. Sweaty t-shirt, by the way, sweaty t-shirt. And then obviously security comes around. There's no way I'll probably have to have 5 or 6 soju bottles in, dude. 5 or 6 soju? Okay. You cannot drink 5 or 6 soju bottles, dude. Like, that's a major cap. 5 or 6 soju bottles, my ass, dude. I bet you would drink like 1.5 or 2 and bye, dead. You die. Yeah, exactly. Holy Monka is exactly how I would feel about it. 5 or 6 is a very holy Monka moment. I mean, I've mentioned here that I like one of the drinks I can't really tolerate in excess is like soju or vodka, because I personally get really bad hangovers from those two. So yeah, I would never sign up for like having that much soju. It's just horrible. There's no way I'm taking out my shirts while I'm saying we're just drawing hypotheticals here, man. We're just having fun. But yes, I understand you wouldn't do it. You know, can't ruin that reputation. True, based K honey enjoyer cannot ruin this hard-earned reputation. Soju bomb? I love soju bombs though, to be honest. I think soju bombs are really fun. Especially with the right company, you know, with the right number of people and just like the right crowd to have fun with. I think soju bombs are super fun. Just takes the right crowd. I can do 3 or 4? You mean bottles or soju bombs? But 3 or 4 bottles is quite a lot. Quite a lot of soju, dude. That's a lot. Like, that's a very large amount of it. No doubt. Twice has this mystery date they tweeted. It could be a fan meeting, and since their contract is coming up, if they don't all renew, it may be the last, so I have to go. It's your duty. Damn, son. So dedicated. I understand it, but at the same time I kind of don't, in the sense that it's such a fervent fanboyism that, like, I get it and I don't at the same time. I respect it because I understand that they're great and all, you know? They're worth admiring and all that, for sure. But it's okay. It's the same way you probably feel about me when you look at me spending on resonant keyboards. So it's no different, right? We're just the two sides of the same coin, you feel? Two sides of the same coin, where we are basically relatively unreasonably spending on things that we like, right? Relatively. Yeah. Exactly. Thank you for the validation. Thank you for validating my terrible addictions, I mean my hobby. I mean just you know, just a pleasurable activity, which is you know, buying, collecting, and building keyboards. Yes, and also resin, I guess. Maybe a lot of that, but yeah. PTSD to when Soshi disbanded. Disbanded a month after their last fan meeting. Yeah, that's pretty sad, but that did happen pretty quickly, right? It's like buying lats not at cost. Yeah, sure. That's pretty fair. I personally don't buy any Latrium caps outside of retail. Even retail, I never went anyway, so. Like, rarely do. I've seen Mr. Eric's been pretty lucky these days. Or at least the last couple times, I think. Alright. Yeah, okay, wire fits perfectly. This is just a cherry clip-in 625 wire, so it should fit pretty nicely. Second lat this year, interesting enough. 2 Shiros too. Nice. Look at that RNG. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so let's put these over onto the PCB, and I'm definitely gonna need those little shims because I'm using these clip-ins. Shims. Here they are. So shims, you can just break them off. Even with your fingers, you can just do it. It's very easy. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So I heard that there's a TX stabs for 1.2mm PCBs now, which is kind of neat. I certainly haven't had those, but yeah, I heard that they're a thing now. So I never thought I would see the day when people would actually make stabilizers for 1.2mm. Just kind of interesting overall. All right, so for this. You just put it on the back part. Huh, looks like there's some diodes covering this part here. Just just put in one leg in first. Let's see. Nice. Clip-in, so easy to put in. Okay, so for the other one, I think I could just put it over the top, to be honest, because these shims are pretty thin anyway, so all they need to do is just be on the clip portion. So I think it's fine to just clip over them. Just as long as it doesn't shear anything, which is fine. So just press it a little bit. Oops, hold up. Okay. And then just put our stab in here. Whoa, gosh. Oh man, okay, suck it. Holding this shim is always a little challenge, but there we go. I heard that the production run is gonna have make sure that the shims don't get in the way of the, or the diodes don't get in the way of the shims rather, on the underside of the PCB. Oops, I messed up. Have you ever been to Russia? I have never been to Russia, REM. I actually have wanted to be in, like, I have wanted to visit before. I unfortunately have not gone to like that part of Europe or Asia much, but I definitely have wanted to. I actually do have some friends in Russia, who like either have family or like studied there or like other things, yeah. But I've never visited. Never visited. Definitely would be cool to see. I mean, obviously not now when we currently have conflicts, but at some other point in time, maybe, you know. I ordered some 1.2 TX still in production. Yeah. So many boards coming out with thinner PCBs. Definitely going to need some of the 1.2 soon. I think it's okay. I personally, so the thing is, I wouldn't bother. You know why? Like, I would just get the 1.6 ones, personally. I would just get the 1.6 ones and then just do the shim method. I just think it's kind of like, because if I just buy 1.2, I don't always know when I'm gonna use them, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like I never exactly really know when I'm gonna use them, so it's like I don't even bother. I just focus on the 1.6 ones, which probably make a lot more anyway. But yeah, just a thought, I guess. Because every other PCB is the 1.6 ones, right? The only thing I want to do in Russia is dress up in an Adidas tracksuit and drink vodka with friends. Is that racist? Why is that racist? Is that a stereotype? Are Adidas tracksuits a Russian thing, or is that a movie reference? I actually do not know this. Must be a reference I'm not sure about. Do you guys know the reference? Natural, what are you talking about? On some boards, the shims will interfere with diodes. Yeah, but you can always work around it. You can just either cut the shim in half and then avoid the diode entirely, or just put the shim above the diode. The shim is so thin that it's easily bendable too. That's what I'm doing right now. The shims are basically just going over the... Or they're basically just going over the diode. And it's fine. The tracksuit thing is a meme, but yeah, stereotype? Huh, I see. Never heard of it before. But okay. What about playing the balalaika and playing with a bear? That sounds great too. Not gonna lie. That sounds fun too. That sounds fun as hell, in a way. I mean, in the way that it's silly and probably fun if you're drunk enough, right? Oh boy. Isn't there that gif of this massive Russian guy in the snow just casually playing with a bear? Yeah, I've seen that too before. I don't know the playing Balalka one, but I definitely seen the like petting of a bear thing of a GIF video. I've seen a GIF of a motorcycle passing with a bear and it's waving. Okay, I've seen that one too. My high school wrestling coach wrestled a bear? What? How is that? How the heck did he even get into that situation? That's the crazy part. How do you even get into that kind of situation? Holy moly. Only if the bear is on horse tranquilizer. Jeepers. Alright. Here's my switches and my peach bag. Alright, so today we have these Gateron Hippo switches. These are from Kinetic Labs, and these are lubed with 205. No films, I think, because the housings are pretty tight. So. No cap, there's a video, I've seen it. There's some backwoods Alaskan place. They declawed the bear and so people could pay to wrestle it. I don't know about that. I don't know about the whole entertainment aspect of it. I hope it's not something unsafe for the animal, you know what I mean? Like bad for the animal, whether it stresses them out or it's just, you know what I mean? Like that's just not cool, you know? Now I want a baby blue keyboard. It's the cakes. I know, this blue is so cute, isn't it? I mean, right now it's reflecting a lot of light, so maybe I would, if I have to say how it looks like in front of me, it's more like, I mean, it's more like this, I guess. It's more like that color right now. It's like this color right now. This color is basically what it really looks like IRL. This right now it's too reflective if I do this, so I think it's more like that. Very, very cute color. I never knew I wanted a baby blue one either. Well, actually, no, I did. But I think when I saw that someone had done this, I think someone had that baby blue anodized number 2 TKL, if I recall correctly, and there are like pictures floating around with that. That one looked so cool too. That one looked so good. Yo, do you guys hear? There's gonna be a number 2 TKL in silver and blue. Isn't that so exciting? Dude, I've waited so many years for this. Use your play for Diego? Yeah, I will. I was just trying to align it with the hot swap socket. I think that was the main thing. But yeah, I'll use my switch fork actually. Should be useful for this. Imagine being able to get one though. I mean, but the whole point is that it's happening, you know what I mean? Like before it didn't even exist. Like this is the thing I've wanted for it to exist. At least, you know, it'll be good. It'll be good to see it. Ain't going to win the raffle. I mean, that's why you just try. it happens if God willing, you know? God willing, it happens kind of thing. You just enter and you forget about it. You know? Alright, well, I need to test their stabs, so I still have to put these on the stab sections here too. So I'm just gonna do that now. But yeah, the whole point is that it's gonna exist, and that's pretty cool. Just win, bro. Yeah, just win. Just win, gosh. Stop being such a loser. Just win. Just up your chances, bro. Just buy Just buy some probability thingies and, like, you know, luck charms, I guess. Just make it work, bro. Just make it work. All right, let's test out our stabs. Let's get good. Wait, that's not 625. 625. How about you win and I come play with it? That sounds like a great idea. Yes, if I win, maybe, yeah. It's all about winning first, though. Can't say I have it until I do, you know. So we'll have to wait and see. Just get gooder. Mm-hmm. Man, TX stabs goated. So nice. They don't tick. Oh, maybe a little bit here. Put some lube. Although in reality, I don't think they're really ticking. It's just, I think it's just a keycap. REM, you said a lot of things, but what lube is in the syringe? 205 grade 0. 205 grade 0. My TKL interest has plateaued, but if they ever do the fabled number 260, I'm down. Aw, dude, that would be sick. Dude, you're doing great things. I'll keep watching you, and now I'm going to bed since it's already 6 a.m. in the morning in St. Petersburg. Oh, from St. Petersburg. What a wonderful place. Again, REM, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. Language barrier or not, I mean, it looks like you have fantastic English going on here anyway. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, and please feel free to stop by again. I usually stream around this time, which is not a great time for you. So maybe on those DGen nights for you, you'll get to see me again. But yeah, have a good night. Or good day, rather. Showing some of us up with these bilingual skills. Oh, so the other day I was looking I think I was on Instagram. I was just like browsing Instagram, and you know what popped up? It was like, you know, basically it was like, you know, not America Has Talent, but like, it was like Bulgaria Has Talent. And there was this woman, I think she was an opera singer, and holy shit, dude, amazing, right? Obviously sings in a foreign language, in a different language, and I'm like, wow, that's so sick. And then she just like starts speaking in English, right? Obviously, because like she's a professional too, and you know, it made me think, like, yeah, like most European people, right, at minimum speak 2 languages, right? Most of them at minimum speak like 2 languages, and it's not rare to see people speak like 4, you know, like it's sometimes it's surprising, but then you're like, Europe, yeah. Totally feasible. Like if you're in Switzerland or something, you probably speak French, Italian, and German, and probably English too, from exposure to other things. So it's insane. It's insane. Like when I think about like people in Europe, like and like just them like speaking like bajillion languages, I'm just like, yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. And Swiss Germans, do dialects count? Sorta, kinda. I mean, like for example, like Chinese is very different. Like you got like, you got like what is that? Fujianese, and then you have like you know, there's like different dialects in Chinese too, and that definitely like is so different, right? I mean, I mean, like Canto and Mandarin, of course, right? But like same like within Chinese, for example, there's a lot of dialects too, and they're like super different. Like super different how they sound, and like, you know, basically sounds like a different language, to be honest. But yeah, Fujonese, Mandarin, Cantonese, I speak all of those. Damn, that's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. I wish I spoke an ounce of Chinese, you know, like in general. Like I wish I knew anything of Chinese. Like I wish I learned it when I was younger, and I guess now I'm willing to learn it too, but definitely it takes a lot of work, practice. But yeah, super cool language, IMO. I would love to learn it personally. Spanish is more useful. I mean, sure, fair enough. Like, you're not wrong in the sense that it is a useful language, but I would still like to learn it anyway. You know what I mean? I peak Mexican and American. I think for me, it's also like, I think part of me is also really wanting of knowing the language is because I want to know more about the culture too, you know? Like, I don't just want to like be a foreigner who does not speak the language and like doesn't get some of the nuances of the culture, right? I kind of want to understand more of that, right? Like both, like not just for food or for whatever, but also just like in general, like just culturally speaking. I just kind of want to know more about it, kind of learn, you know, kind of like know the language in order to get that extra context. But yeah, that's just me though. But I mean, again, it takes a lot of work to kind of get there though. But it's pretty cool when you see people kind of do that. Also, isn't that like the first time we have a Russian Twitch viewer stop by? I mean, it's I find it pretty hilarious that they're basically like Soren levels of Degen, where they're awake at 6 a.m. in the morning on a Sunday morning, basically, and here on Twitch to see a keyboard streamer do things, and they don't even know what they're doing, and they just come and ask, and they stick around for a bit, and obviously they said bye afterwards. But I thought that was pretty cute and hilarious at the same time. I was like, man, this guy either had a bomb Saturday night and is just winding down for the morning, I guess, at this point, or you know, they're just having a good time, just like, you know, being a night person and you know, watching Twitch at 6 a.m. But I thought it was hilarious and really cute. Soren levels? I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm just too lazy to learn Korean. Yeah, just know some here and there from K-dramas. I mean, that's fair. It's just the same way I like understand Japanese from like watching stuff, or like I actually understand a little bit of Kanto too, but not too much. But I enjoy, like, for example, I always watch movies with like subtitles because I hate like English dubs of things like that, you know. Which, like, whatever the language is, even if it's like in French or like whatever, I just don't like watching dubbed movies, you know. It just takes away from the intended meaning. So yeah, lots of vodka, right? You do? Can't talk shit? Oh, I can't talk. Oh, you can't talk shit. Oh yes, you cannot talk shit. Yes. Don't say like pokkai and like other things to me, okay? Thank you. Yesterday I had a Gen Z moment and went into TikTok, got recommended a video of a Chilean girl that's also Japanese and Chinese but speaks full-on Spanglish, and my brain was hurting after that. That's not uncommon now. You know how like there's like hella Koreans like in Argentina, and there's like a lot of Japanese and Chinese population in like different South American countries. It's like actually huge. Like I know there's a lot in Brazil, in Peru, Paraguay. I think I've heard there's a lot of Japanese people in Paraguay too. Yeah. Paraguay. TBH, even though I make fun of Diego for learning Japanese through anime, I basically did the same with English. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much, yeah. That's basically the case, yeah. I also learned a lot of Japanese because I did taiko, and when I was learning taiko, I also was really interested in like traditional Japanese theater, like no and kabuki, and so I also learned a lot from that. Yeah. So, yeah. I understand a little Japanese from watching anime-based weave statement. Admittedly relate those, so yeah. Definitely base weave statement for sure. I mean, another thing is, in my case, like, I actually can watch a lot of anime without reading the subtitles because I understand it, generally speaking, now. Out of like so many years of just like watching as if it's, I mean, because I consume it basically like it's normal TV, right? So for me, it's like, I just understand things now because I understand the sentence structure and whatnot. I just cannot phrase it myself, right? It's just they're saying it for they're finishing the sentences in my basically in my head, but yeah. Like, it wasn't just a couple of words here and there, it was every other word. She changed languages. That's so sick. That is so sick, dude. That's so cool. Seriously, there's just people who do that stuff, and it's just insane. It's just insane. Next level of weakness is when you understand the Japanese and the sub is slightly inaccurate. Oh yes, I actually am. So I'm at that point of like understanding stuff. Sometimes I know exactly what it means because I've heard it in very specific context, and I read the sub. I'm like, wait a second, that's not really what they said. It's also because there's a lot of words in Japanese that are basically similarly sounding to Korean and basically have the same meaning, right? Because they're based on the same like characters and roots, right? Like the etymology of the word is the same, and so like there's words I understand because I know Korean, right? And I hear it in Japanese, and I look at the subtitle, and I'm like, wait, that's not the literal translation of that. Like, that's something else. Do you know any place that will do engravings on keyboards based in New York? Kind of want to engrave my KFCE. Ooh, engravings? No, not personally, no. Not in New York, especially. I feel like you could find that more like in Pennsylvania state rather than New York, because like guns and stuff and whatever, and also like, oh, actually no, wait, laser engraving services only, right? You could definitely find something actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, have you tried searching? Like, have you actually tried searching? Like, just look on like just like Google Maps or like Yelp even. Sometimes they pop up. Just like look up laser engraving services in New York City. I'm pretty sure it should be doable. There's also so much cultural context that enhance anime, like Brooks' 45 Degrees joke and One Piece brilliant, but makes no sense if you don't know the language context. Yeah. There's definitely a lot that kind of goes into all that too, right? Which is exactly why I actually want to formally like learn a lot of languages, and I enjoy that process, is because yeah, it's like that stuff really makes those experiences a lot more enjoyable. So yeah. All right. Well, the cool thing is we're not soldering anything today, which is kind of cool. I'm just being extra careful here, trying to make sure everything's nice and flush, especially because the flex cuts really have this PCB just kind of sink. We'll look up seeing if you've done it before. No, I haven't. I haven't really. I don't often like look up professional services for customizing things because I don't really have anything that I value to do that with specifically, you know. Or maybe, I mean, unlike you, I'm not like in specific fandoms per se that like would make me really want to engrave something of that sort. Or I don't know what you're trying to engrave, but I have a feeling it's K-pop related anyway. just a rough idea, but I have a feeling maybe it's K-pop related. But yeah, I don't think I own anything that I want to customize to that extent, so I haven't really looked up that kind of stuff. I think I know that there's like maker spaces in the city, but which obviously do have lasers, like laser cutters and lasers in general, but I'm not sure if they actually provide like services like that though, like openly. You would have to like figure it out yourself, I imagine, like DIY to some extent. Waiting to get in on IU extras. If I can, then I'm not doing it. Oh, I see. Do you have like a royal purple or whatever? KFE? Or yeah, like yeah, it's royal purple, right? Or whatever the purple is called. Yep. Yeah, that color is pretty nice. That color is actually super sweet. So I'm not surprised you'll want to do it on that one. Oh, Janky, hello. Let's hope I did not bend any pins. That's really what I hope. I didn't bend any pins on this thing today. Playfork seems pog. Seems like a must-have. Oh yeah, definitely useful for plates, plastic plates. Just really useful. Yeah, it's just one of those things that it's just a big quality of life improvement. Not essential. Definitely extends the amount of time you have to spend doing things, but also shortens the amount of troubleshooting you might have to do by by chance. So yeah, kind of saves you. It's yeah, it's good in its own way. All right. It's time to test it out, I think. All right, before we actually like just gonna test out the PCB first though, before we put the gaskets and all that stuff, right? So I think we just need to plug it in here. I have to say this cable's mad short, though. So right now, don't forget like this missing gaskets and all that. But I just wanted to test this first. All right. Just test it out first. Cable. I already redeemed CFO PBT. Yeah, true. What is the tool used to install switches? I want to get one here. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I like pulled the cable. That's my fault. It's called a plate fork. There's a bunch of plates that sell it. This one I got from Feng Studio, which was one of the first few stores to sell it. Okay, so load, capsule, key tester. looks like the spacebar switch is not seated. Oh, okay, only one switch. Okay, let's just do that. I think it's just a spacebar switch. It probably came off, it probably bent a little when I was replacing it after I tested the spacebar stuff, so yeah, there it is. Just one switch, nice. Zenith incident avoided. I mean, at the end of the day, that Zenith turned out pretty well. After we like troubleshooted and all that, it still ended up pretty nicely. All right, let's turn off VIA now. Please refund points. Yeah, I'll refund any points that are not claimed. Don't worry about it. I'll get to it. Just give me a minute here. Alright, so let's see. Give me a sec. I'm gonna mute the mic and adjust this cable here. Okay. Alright, so that's done. And alright, let me just put the little shims for the stabs just in case. Because of their, I mean, it is a 1.2 millimeters, so just in case the shims maybe are the little, yeah, these things are not doing work well enough. Just gonna put the little toothpick thingies for the TX stabs. So I'll actually edit the build command shortly. I'll update it with the fact that we did not use any foam today. We actually did not use any foam. We went with the polycarbonate plate, right? And yeah, that's pretty much what it is, right? Or we might try the case foam if it's necessary, but we'll see. Mr. Sinvek, 1 month till stream. Baby, let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 8 months. Very pog. Okay. Let's put this one in. Streamer baby about to pop out. Cable? What do you mean cable? What do those pieces do? Very simple answer. Basically, because these are so these are called clip-in stabilizers. Like the way that they work, it's that they clip onto the PCB through these plastic little clips. And basically these little inserts prevent the clip from compressing, meaning that it prevents the stab from popping off accidentally when you're like, you know, maybe you're pulling off keycaps or something from the stab, or, you know, anything like that. It basically prevents the stabilizer from accidentally popping out of the socket. Yeah. It's basically like it's the same effect as a screw would have for a screw-in stabilizer. Yeah. I don't know why for some reason this one's like not. There we go. Alright. All done. Got it, thanks, no problem. Alright, so we are done with that. Let's see. So actually let me update the build command while we have while I just finish this. So we built it on a palm plate, a palm full plate, and then we did not use P foam or I guess PCB, or do you call it plate foam? I guess plate foam is what people call it, right? Plate foam. We did not use P foam or plate foam, right? P foam, plate foam, yeah, okay. Cool. All right. Oh, where do you get your cable from? Oh, you mean this cable over here? I got this from, initially I got this from somebody else, just like privately, like it was like someone just had it and I bought it from them. But then it actually stopped working for a while, but then I just sent it out to one of my sponsors, Space Cables, to have it remade. Just to recycle the connectors and just to do a gray paracord here. So it's very nice. It's just simple gray paracord with a black heat shrink. The connector is just any like slim push-pull connector. So there's like Limo lookalikes a lot of the times nowadays. But yeah, you can use any kind of slim connector like that. There's like YC8. There's other connectors as well that you can use. All right, so. Okay, so let's get to putting this assembly together. So let's see. So we put these out of the way. This out of the way. This out of the way. This. What is the moon logo fork for? Oh, the fork, the plate fork is basically to help you insert switches when you have a very soft plate. It's basically to maintain the distance between the PCB and the plate exactly the same. So basically the plate isn't bending inward and, you know, preventing it from clipping properly to the plate, from the switches from clipping properly. Basically it's just a spacer for the plate and the PCB. Is to just help that process when you have a very soft plate, for example, or a very soft PCB in this case. It can help with that, yeah. Alright, so the next step is just to put the gaskets on and to put the little feet and put it all together. Alright, so let's put the little socks, these little plate socks or whatever, gaskets basically though. So we just put them on each part here. Damn, I need to get one of these forks. Yeah, super useful for especially like plastic plates or even PCBs with cuts that are just too flexible. It's like definitely like, it's just a quality of life improvement. I used to do it with like chopsticks. I've also done it with, you know, just like random utensils or like things that I had around me. But yeah, like the plate fork is, the nice thing is like it's perfectly, like it's exactly the thickness of that area, which is basically like 4 millimeters. So. Is Razer Huntsman V2 a good keyboard? I can't say much about the Razer Huntsman now because I haven't seen a Razer Huntsman in so long. But I would say that people recommend different brands nowadays. Like a lot of people who recommend, like if you're looking for something OEM, like there's like, you know, Vermilla or like Philco or Leopold, for example. I haven't really seen that many people recommend Razers these days. So I'll say I would cautiously, like I would probably look up reviews or whatever if you want to really look into that. But if not, if you want to get into custom keyboards though, you can always, you know, maybe check out like the NK65 or the NK87 Entry Edition. And there's like other kits, like, you know, so maybe soon you'll see the Praxis IM around, or yeah. So there's a lot of kits out there that could satisfy your needs, but you'll have to do some research for it. Yeah. Yeah, Vermilla, Philco, and Leopold beats Razer. Yeah, I would say like definitely recommend it. I would definitely recommend those brands because I can vouch for like their build quality overall for OEM stuff. If you're careful, they're not necessary. Yeah, the plate fork, yeah. Alright, let's get this placed in, right? Yeah. Okay. socks are just coming off. Alright, nice. There we go. Placed in. Okay, nice. And then we can do it without the case foam first. So the case foam is over here. We can always put it on. I guess it would be... which way is it? The space bar. Oh yeah, it would be like this way, I guess. But for now, we can put it out of the way. But we can put it back on if we think it's too hollow. So let's do it without first, and then we can do it with afterwards if we need it. If it sounds good, then we don't have to. Alright. Okay, that's that. And then let's put the case back on. I'm just gonna put the feet on the bottom case. Bump-ons. I do like that the bump-ons are basically like the same theme of the board. I think that's a nice little detail, to be honest. Like, instead of using the round circular ones, it's pretty cool that they use these, like, you know, pill-shaped ones, kind of like to match with the theme of the capsule. That's pretty nice. All right, and then turn it around, and then put our screws back on. Oh, I really like how this frosted polycarb looks against the icy blue case. That color, like, just the color and the plate just look so good together. And I think the switches look really nice too. It's like lightly colored, sort of very cute. Very nice. Wait, the company's name is Clackman in Shambles. Oh yeah, I know, right? Pretty sage. Just kidding. But I mean, we're just making a reference to Click-Clack is the name of the one of the first known artisan makers in the community, in the you know, geek hack keyboard community. But yeah, it's just funny. All right, I'm gonna go find the whatchamacallit, the blanks that Mr. Dua requested, I believe. So I'll go get those. Yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be RB. Okay, we are back. What the hell the F is this? Hello? Someone posting Monka in chat. Okay, fine. Leave it be for now. If it gets worse, it's going. Monka W. Alright, let's see. So Mr. Drua here picked the CFO blanks to put on. These are the ePBT. These are EnjoyPBT Blue Blink keycaps. We'll try it out today. Let's see. Spacebar. We have 625 here. Keys that I don't use here. Let's see. Are these separated by row? R1. Okay, R1, R4, R3, R2. Okay, cool. Is that blue going to be in the group buy? Yes, this is the ice blue colorway for the group buy. In stock and then group buy, yes. This is looking pretty sweet with the blinks. A little bit darker than the color of the case, as you can obviously tell, but it looks really nice. Quite flexy, even as I'm putting the caps I can feel the plate kind of sink in. So definitely the plate here doing a bit of work. I mean the plate and the PCB really, because the PCB also has those cuts. Oh yeah, not having foam definitely helps in that too. These are EnjoyPBT blinks, if you're curious. Alright, let's put a couple of Ryzens, I guess. I used a lot of my baby blue ones that other time, but let's see. Oh yeah. Alright, let's see. Now put an F2 blue skull. F2 blue? Do I even have one? I'll put an F2 blue if I have an F2 blue. I think I have a, I don't know, I might have traded it. Cause I was trying to get the black one. Oh. Never mind, I do have one. So let's put an F2 blue. Here. There's an F2 blue. Alright, what's the second one? Okay, let's make the second one. Should we put this Sodi blank? Looks super cute. Or we can also do this very cool looking Cthulhu. C4 or C5? C4 or C5? These are neat too, yeah. We can do C5. This one. This one's pretty neat. This one's a King from Hungerworks Studio, or rather, back then it was called Binge Caps. But yeah, we can do this one then. It's a little different, but it's nice. Diego, where can I bet? Buy a bed that has rare resonate under it. I just happen to have it there. I think. Just happenstance. That's all. Alright, let's try this cable out. Let's see if this cable works for us. Oops. Alright. Diego's couch change or couch collapse. Where else am I gonna find space? This is New York City. There's no space for anything else. So the bed, under the bed is one place that you can use. Because there's no other place to put it otherwise. It's not like my closet's huge either, so. No, I swear, it's because I was trading for a Dev Black back in the day, and I remember I had offered an F2, so I got confused whether I was offering the F2 or I think I might have traded a red one instead. It was either red or green. It was either one of those two. All right. So let's try this out. Let's see. Is this working? Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's open up monkey type. Can you build me a keyboard? If you send one, you can check out my commissions page and go from there, but not for free, of course. Anyway. Let's see. Okay, can you guys hear me? Everything good here? Alright. No? Okay. So we good. Alright, so here we have, this is the Pixelspace capsule we've built with Gateron Hippo switches. This currently has Gateron Hippos on the polycarbonate plate. And we have no foam inside right now. We have no P foam, we have no plate foam, and no case foam. Okay, all of the foam pieces are currently not inside the keyboard. And we built this with polycarb plate and Gateron Hippo switches. You know, the gaskets are all there, of course, and these are EnjoyPBT blanks. These are, you know, 1.5 millimeter thick blank keycaps from EnjoyPBT, and this nice blue color. Some artisans here, and then yeah, we'll give this a shot and see how it sounds and how it feels. All right, let's give it a shot. Ooh, I can't see. Ooh, actually that sounds pretty good. It kind of reminds me a lot of that time we built the Mr. Suit TKL with no foam. I'm not sure if you guys remember that if you were here, but it kind of reminds me of that. It's because a lot of the PCB is taking in the impact of bottoming out, and so a lot of that sound is sort of just dissipated because the energy is being dissipated, I feel. But it sounds pretty good. Like it doesn't sound like there's like echo, for example. Like that's one thing, but it's definitely on the quieter side. So I can imagine if we put in the case film, maybe it'll change a bit. Yeah. But it definitely is very muted. Like it's very muted for sure, and that most likely has to do because there's no foam inside. So we can try putting in the case foam and then seeing if that probably will definitely change how it sounds. So let's give that a shot. But then before that, let's just take a listen to the modifiers. All right, here are the mods. Another thing is I would think this would sound a lot brighter with like GM Keycaps, for example. It would sound a bit different too. We can try adding case foam and then go from there. But the spacebar sounds nice. It's like a nice quieter build. So I think this is pretty nice if you were planning on taking this to the office or like working a bit in with a more muted board. Yeah. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's try putting case foam in, I guess, first. Yeah, let's go from there. Okay. So let's see. Just need to take off some keycaps. Here. Oh, it's a tray? It just has screws on the top, so it's like seamless on the sides. Thoughts on stock banana splits? I personally would lube them, but they're pretty smooth stock though. But yeah, I would personally still lube the switches. They are smooth, but yeah. I think the main thing that would bother me would probably be a stock spring for those. So I personally would definitely lube those. Yeah. Hidden screws, yeah. Okay. Alright, so let's put on some case foam. So here's our case foam. So let's put that on here. Goes this way. So we have a case foam now. And let's put that on and try that. Oh, it's easier to put this back on. It's not fully flush. What's your favorite 60? My favorite 60? I mean, Ogre? No, I think it's probably like, I think based on usage, I probably use HKB the most, but then after that, I use the thermal a lot. I use the Juby a lot, which is basically a 60 plus columns, and then the 356 mini. I use a lot too. I use the unicorn quite a bit too though. So yeah, it's like all between those. I find the Ogre to be a little bit on the stiffer side, but I think I probably should be better off building that with a polycarb plate, which I haven't. I've only built it with aluminum, so, but I haven't gone around to rebuild the Ogre yet. Yeah. So we'd have to rebuild it first. Okay. Let's see now. Is the Ogre as stiff as your 356 mini? They're kind of, yeah. They're both kind of like on the stiffer side. Yeah, like, kind of feels like. I think it's like, I'm not sure how to explain it, but I think the Ogre just has like a very small amount of space, very minimal amount of space on the interior, and that kind of contributes to like the stiffness in the sense that there's not much room for it to move around in. Whereas the 356 mini is more so that the plate is kind of sandwiched. So yeah, the 356 mini is more like a sandwich board. In that sense. Yeah, something like that. Alright. Let's try this again, this time with case foam. So we have the 1. I actually don't know how many millimeters of foam it is, but we have case foam now. So let's give it a try with the case foam in. Alright. So monkey type. Alright, let's try this now. Alright, so now we have case foam in the inside. Let's give it a shot. Oops. It's really good. I mean, it's definitely on the muted side, but I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that there's no plate foam, and the PCB has these very deep cuts, so it's definitely kind of dissipating a lot of the energy. But even then, it feels pretty good though. I personally like how it feels, and I personally don't mind how quiet it is. It's pretty nice for like if you were like working with this, it's pretty good. But yeah, sounds very dense. I don't think it's like dense as far as the typing feel is concerned, if that makes sense. Yeah. Alright, so here are the mods now. The perfect way to describe it, a work keyboard? Yeah, sort of. Yeah. I mean, the design is kind of on the louder side, but I mean, that said, the keyboard itself still like feels and sounds pretty decent. Oops, sorry. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, this has a decent amount of flex too. Like, you can definitely tell when you're typing, it definitely has a lot of flexiness to it. I think a lot of that has to do also with the fact that there's the PCB cuts when no plate foam. I think if this had the plate foam, it would feel pretty stiff, to be honest. So I actually like how it feels right now without any of the plate foam. Yeah. I mean, what I do like about this is that it doesn't have any echo. So that's something I do like. Like, it doesn't have any unpleasant echoey sort of sounds. Which is pretty cool. Combo plate switch and PBT, just not my jam. Keyboard looks pretty cool though. We can try changing the caps. We could try using a GMK set. I'm sure it would sound pretty different. How's the typing angle? Pretty comfortable. It's like 5.5 or 6 degrees or something like that. The typing angle on this is it's on the shallower side, so it's a pretty comfortable typing angle. Like if you're used to typing on steeper boards though, it might be a little bit different for you, but it definitely is on it's not a very steep board as far as the angle is concerned. Let me see how many angles, like what the degree on this, like how many. Wait, why is the search here not working? GMK please? Oh, okay. We could try changing the caps, yeah. Oops. I think I accidentally put it on bootloader. There. Yeah. Let's see. Degree. Angle. It doesn't say here, does it? How many degrees? Angle? Yeah, 5-degree angle for this. It's a 5-degree angle for this, so yeah. Yeah, we can try some GMK on this. I can get some GMK. Shoko will look nice? Yeah, Shoko would look pretty good. Let's see. Can we see the size that's facing you? Yeah, it's like this. This is what the side looks like. Yeah. Alright, we can try some GMK. So Shoko. Do I have Shoko on? Let me see where I have Shoko on right now. I think I have Shoko. I don't think it's on my Nunu. I think I switched it out somewhere else. So let me just double check. Shoko. Kind of like the Boop. Yeah, similar vibe, for sure. Maybe it is on the Nunu. I'll check. Oh, Nico, thanks for the 3 months sub. Thank you. Also, I saw that Kangpa earlier sub. Thank you again. Yeah, this definitely has that vibe to it. That's for sure. Let me see if my Nunu has it. Although I think I switched the Nunu for the Godspeed set. So where did I put Shoko? Might have put it back in the tray. Okay. Shoko. Yep. Okay. All right, we can try GMK Shoko now. Let's see. All right. So let's just take off the caps here. I've seen the new Boop looks better than R1. Oh, I see. I don't even think I've seen that board in real life, so can't really say much about it. R1 was meh. I see. Damn, now I don't know what board that one is, but its quality. If this was one of my budget boards, I would have accidentally pulled at least 10 switches along with the keycaps by now. Yeah, no, the switches seem to stay in place pretty well, so pretty nice. R3, right? Yeah. can try this Shoko now. So that's Shoko now. Indeed, GMK Shoko. This is indeed GMK Shoko round 1. Alright, let's try this now. Okay. Alright, now we have case foam and the GMK caps on it. So let's give this a try. Let's see. So, okay. Alright. Alright, let's give this a shot. Alright, so this time we have thick double shot ABS caps. There you go.
As a Holy Panda user trying out linears, debating between alpacas, 67 gramos tangerines and Prevail epsilons. Any advice you can give on which to choose? Are epsilons heavy wet to the spring? Differences between alpaca and tangy?
Best YZ, give me 1 second, but thanks for the $3 tip. Wait, why does she have such good Spanish? Oh, I chose the Spanish speaking version of text to speech. So she can handle Spanish fine. Anyway, sounds like a keyboard. Much better. Nice. Okay, so that's good if you like it. All right. Here's the mods first of all, and I'll address that question in just a sec. All right. What foams are in this? Right now, only case foam. Right now, we only have case foam. No P foam and no plate foam. Just case foam. Looks or sound? Ooh, that's a good one. So I do think Shoko looks better, but I might actually prefer what the PBT sound was like, but I don't know. I would have to try it again maybe, but I did like how the PBT one actually sounded to me. But that's just a personal preference, I think. Like, this does sound fuller in some regards. It sounds a little bit louder, but I actually didn't mind the quietness of the other keycaps. I didn't mind the quietness of the PBT, personally. It was a bit quieter than this, than the GMK, and it sounded a little bit, maybe like a teeny bit brighter, but I actually think I like the sound. It was a bit, I don't know, it was just like better for me at least. But ABS, like you know, you guys might think that the ABS sounds nicer though, so it's up to you. But yeah, right now we just have case foam in it currently. Try PE foam. Just tuned in. How are you liking the board? The board is pretty nice. I mean, like, the one thing that I think is pretty nice is that with or without the case foam, the board actually sounds pretty decent. Like, as in, like, it doesn't have any of like the weird resonance that you would expect from a case. Like, especially like if the case seems a little empty, I think the case has a decent amount of thickness and heft to it, that there's none of that like resonance going on inside of the case when you're typing on it. So even without the case foam, it didn't sound like echoey or like, you know, pingy. But if you, for example, don't use the plate foam or the PE foam, it definitely will sound a lot more muted, because the so there's basically flex cuts on the PCB that go across each row here, which basically dissipates a lot of the energy that you put in from typing when you're bottoming out on it. So a lot of the sound will kind of get dissipated, and so it doesn't sound as loud. Like, the volume is going to be lower, but the typing feel is still really nice. I actually think I can't see myself putting in plate foam on this. Plate foam in this would probably ruin for me the typing experience, because it makes it too stiff. Like, it might sound nicer, but it feels too stiff. So I personally would not use plate foam myself. Some people like plate foam. I personally don't. But that's just preference. ¿Qué switch tiene este teclado? Gateron Hippos. Yeah. I'm going to be making my first board, and this finally stands out to me. I think I'm going to try and snag one. Nice. Yeah, so there's going to be 2 rounds. The first round is going to be 200 units, first come, first serve, in various colors. You should join the ClickLack IO Discord to kind of pay attention to the group ID details. Should be like towards the end of this month. And then if you get, for example, if you do not get from the first come, first serve, there will be another opportunity where there will be a group buy for you to participate in. That's basically like pre-order, so it means you'll have to wait but at least it's going to be slightly cheaper, and also it'll basically ensure that you can get it for sure. So in either way, if you want it, you can get it, which is pretty good. Yeah. Thanks for showing both. Oh yeah, no worries. Of course. Not a problem. All right. Don't forget my question at Donut, please. Yes, of course. Okay, so Bez is asked, as a Holy Panda user trying out linears, you're debating between alpacas, 67-gram tangerines, and Prevail epsilons. Any advice which to choose? Or epsilons heavy due to the spring? Difference between alpaca and tangy. Okay, first of all, alpacas. Let's compare alpacas and tangies first, because they're the ones that are both 4mm travel. They're both full 4mm travel, meaning that it's a regular length of the pole of the switch. So alpacas are actually slightly lighter than tangerines. Alpacas come in with 62-gram springs rather than 67 grams. So as far as stock spring is concerned, alpacas are lighter. I would say as far as smoothness between alpacas and tangerines, they're both about the same smoothness. They're both JWK switches, and they're both really smooth. Or yeah, basically. And for your for Prevail epsilons have a long pole stem, which means that the travel is slightly shorter. It's similar to like a speed switch, right? So pretty smooth though. I think the epsilons do have like a slightly longer spring, but longer spring normally will have a like a more springy, like a harder return rather, like on the upstroke than the downstroke. So you'll feel heavier on the upstroke rather than the downstroke. So it kind of gives a feel of like you're pushing against more, but the actual bottom out weight is the same. Like it's like whatever it's rated for. Like if it's 63.5, then it's 63.5, or if it's 65, it's 65. You know? But the upstroke might feel a little bit more pronounced. That's generally for long springs that you can say that the longer the spring, the more like that action is more noticeable. Personally, from those three, I would pick alpacas because I first prefer 62-gram. Second, I like the sound of alpacas and just how they feel in general. And lastly, I don't like long pole stems nearly as much. So I personally would pick alpacas first, then tangies, then epsilons. Yeah. But they're different. They're different. So it will change depending on how you lube them, if you mod it at all, that kind of stuff. So yeah. But again, as a Holy Panda user, so I guess you seem to prefer harsher, more noticeable, like I guess like switches that have like this noticeable bump or like, you know, like a noticeable like feedback to them. Then maybe epsilons might be your cup of tea actually, if that's the case. Yeah. All linears are the same. I mean, they all definitely feel very similar, to be quite honest. I mean, I do pick a lot of my switches these days based on color because they match the board and that kind of stuff. So yeah. Let's see. I've experienced with Halo Trues. Halo Trues, yeah, Halo Trues are also technically tactile switches. Yeah. So it's not the same comparison. Weight-wise, just look at the number. Like the number tells you the bottom out weight. Like if it's 67 gram, it means it takes 67, well, technically 67 centinewtons of force for you to bottom out, which is equivalent to about 67, as if you put 67 grams of weight of something in regular gravitation, like, you know, regular gravity, like Earth's gravity. Sorry. I used to study physics, so I always have to put it in context, but yeah, like 67 gram, like if you put, you know, it's going to be the same. Like the bottom out force is the same for anything that says 67 gram. You know, if it's also 67 grams, it's all the same. But it's more so that the feel varies if it's like, you know, if like a linear or a tactile, it depends because of the bump is there. And also it's like the upstroke is more pronounced in like tactiles, or like if things like the Holy Panda, because it has that like leaf that makes it very pronounced. So yeah. What is the rat dust mat? This is the Brocaps KLC Olivia's Hyperfuse colorway dust mat. Olivia's is a guy who does a lot of this pixel art, and he basically drew like fan art essentially for Brocaps, and KLC was the vendor who ran it. So it's KLC, Bro, Olivia's, and then Hyperfuse is the colorway. Yeah. They do get heavier the more you bottom out, which is what I meant. Yeah. Right. So if you're always bottoming out, it's the same amount of force, but the upstroke is going to vary. Yeah. Also, VF Afro Ninja says, I've seen 3 different sound tests of this board. I like them all different configurations. We'll definitely be picking this up. Nice. Yeah. Good old U4Ts. U4Ts pretty nice too. Yeah. Pretty pronounced too. For tactility. Yeah. So people like U4Ts because they're pretty tactile. Nice tactile bump and pretty smooth. I do like how the modifiers sound in this board though. So I do like how the modifiers sound here. I might put the PBT set back. I mean, maybe I'll try it with both later on. But I think I like the PBT's muted sound a little bit more, to be honest. But yeah, I think typing feel wise though, I do like how it feels. I do like how this feels. It's pretty much pretty standard gasket mount. First of all, I think it's really nice that they use these gasket socks, because it's so easy to put them on. It's going to be so easy to replace. No adhesive required. That part is actually super nice about the gasket mount on this. If you like the look of this board, you know, by all means. It's definitely on the more unique side. That, you know, it's kind of chunky. It does still have a bit of a typing angle. It's not completely flat. It does have this little light, which is kind of neat. It comes with a cable. And this back weight is not that noticeable. I mean, it's a fingerprint magnet because it's like PVD, but you know, it's kind of a unique look. Definitely not necessarily for me. Like I personally wouldn't necessarily be like, oh my god, I'm like all over this look. But it's pretty unique. It's pretty cool. Like I think thematically, this is a pretty cool board. It's like, you know, they kind of went with a certain look and just like really went all the way in for it. So yeah, but it's well executed though. So that's what matters. You should tape the cuts. You know, that's actually not a bad idea. Taping the cuts. Do we just want to do? But do I have masking tape? I don't have masking tape. I don't want to use gaffer's tape because gaffer's tape is too strong. I could use kapton tape maybe. But taping the cuts would actually change the sound quite a bit. Yeah. Taping the cuts would actually change the sound of this quite a bit, for sure. Yeah, cause it definitely is it definitely is a lot of that full X cut and the PCB that is making it muted, for sure. Yeah, I mean, we can give it a shot, although it is on the later side now. All right, maybe that'll be the last thing I try. Do electrical tape? I actually don't have any electrical tape right now. I think I pretty much replaced all my electrical for kapton because kapton is also non-conductive, and electrical I don't really have a need for. So I pretty much only use kapton tape now for it's either kapton or gaffer's tape, or like, you know, or regular packing scotch tape like 3M. Yeah. But yeah, I don't really have a use for electrical tape nowadays. So I don't buy it anymore. Electrical is better because it's black. I guess that's fair. I think the last roll of electrical tape I bought was also white, not black. so yeah. I bought whatever was cheaper, and I think at the time the white one was cheaper, so I just bought that. This was like a while back though. I don't even remember when. Who goes out of their way to buy white electrical tape? Oh, I didn't go out of my way. I just ordered it on Amazon. It was just part of my Amazon order. I was like, whichever was cheaper. So. Yeah, the white one was cheaper for some reason, so I just got that. It's like whatever does the job, because I never look at the tape really, so. Alright, so we are gonna just tape these cuts, right? Try taping these cuts, rather. Cheap ass? Oh yeah. You know, gotta save every penny there, so you can save, so you can spend those dollars where it really counts, like getting clacks. You feel? I didn't even know that white electrical tape existed. Oh really? Oh, that's funny. Man, that looks kind of jank. I mean, isn't that what tape mod looks like all the time? I think if you cut slips into P foam, it would help with flex if you used it. Oh, so if you use the P foam, no, but the P foam is so thin, Hot Rod Co, that it doesn't really matter. I feel like the PCB would flex just fine with the P foam installed because the P foam is not that thick. Like I don't think it would really change much there. You know what I mean? A keyboarder actually using non-conductive tape and materials? Shocking. I mean, I buy this stuff for other reasons, and then I just happen to have it for keyboard stuff as well. But I always bought Kapton tape when I was like working too, so yeah. And then gaffer's tape too. Gaffer's tape you use a lot for like cable, like I guess like, you know, like when you're spiking stuff on the ground for like photography sometimes, or like theater and like other things, yeah. Alright, so now we've taped these cuts. Do we need more tape? Is this good enough? Does this change it already? I feel like it already might change the way it sounds, but we'll see, I guess. Imagine using P foam that isn't even P foam and it's conductive. Is that true? That's why I removed mine. Oh, you mean wow, why you remove your tape? Because it looks jank. But can you even like, you don't even see it after you close the cases though, right? So it wouldn't really matter, right? People use packing foam that looks like P foam, but it's conductive. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I think even just cutting. I mean, even just putting tape over those PCB slits will make a difference here, so we can give it a shot. We'll see though. I don't know what to expect, so. Kapton tape doesn't look that strong. It is surprisingly strong. It's surprisingly pretty good. I mean, it does the job. I mean, it's used for those reasons anyway, so it works. It's definitely thin though. Yeah, it already sounds. It already sounds louder because a lot of that vibration is not being dissipated from the flex cuts. Yeah, and it's Kapton with, yeah, KAPTON is Kapton tape. Confirmed meme cuts suck. I mean, I think they like serve a purpose, but I mean, it's at the expense of something else, right? Always. So, yeah. Like, you're doing it for feel, so you're sacrificing in some place in sound, I guess. Basically, it's an inverse relationship. You do it for the feel, you get worse sound, perhaps, you know. But here, all right, let's try it. Let's give it a shot. So right now we have Kapton tape covering the slits of the PCB, and this is the same configuration with the case film inside, okay? Here we go. Look at that. Tape is magic. I mean, specifically it's also because you really, like, those flux cuts really dissipate so much of it. But yeah, huge difference. But not just that Kapton tape is weak, right? Kapton tape too weak wouldn't do anything, right? Anyway. Alright, here are the mods. Yeah, look at that. Huge difference. Just taping those flex cuts. All I did was put thin. Look how thin this tape is. This is how thin this tape is, okay? Don't even need layers. Like this tape is super thin. Like this is how thin this tape is. Okay? And that's it. That's all it takes. Just taping shut those big PCB cuts, you know, really changes how this sounds. But yeah, it's more so really that a lot of those flex cuts are just dissipating too much of the energy that eventually be, you know, sound, because, you know, kinetic energy, right? You know, like, you know, mechanical waves, right? So so yeah, it's just how it goes. No need for that 3-layer stuff. Yeah, I would think that I personally, if I were to build this board, yeah, if I didn't like the muted sound, then you can just tape the flux cut shut. I could actually take out the case film and it would be okay, I think. I wouldn't mind not having the case film at all even, but having it in there is fine. If you have a thinner piece of case film, like what, it's going to absorb a little bit of the like high frequency stuff, right? So yeah, it might make it sound a little bit deeper. But at the same time, it's like the difference is not huge. But I do prefer it when it's not like full of stuff inside of the case. So maybe I would just forgo the case film and just tape those flux cuts if you need a little bit more sound. If you like it muted already, then no foam is fine. It's like the way to go. Yeah. I got an ad right when I asked the question, so I'm not sure if you answered it or not. I was wondering if you think I'll have a good shot at getting one if I'm on the website right when they drop. Yeah, I think you'll have a good shot. I don't know if the demand's gonna spike. I mean, Medorable, like, there are other reviewers still, like, okay, I'll be quite honest with you here, okay? Nathan, Teja, Wildcat, Switch and Click, Qwerty, Deboki, and Clackbait still have to do their reviews. Alex already did it today. Is doing it. Yeah, he did it today. I did it today. Mech Merlin, I think he's doing it soon. But you know, I think once Wildcat, Deboki, and Nathan do their reviews, I think that might change the your luck. As to you know, as to if it's gonna be attainable or not. I think the demand might spike, especially after those three, because those three have a lot of a pretty big audience too. So if they like it, yeah, it might end up being a chase. But the good thing is, if you don't get the in-stock units, you do still have the opportunity to get pre-order, like a group buy, which is going to follow right away after the in-stock sale. So yeah. Pancakes Types, thanks for the stream. Have a good one. Have a good one too. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Alright. Well, so yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Maybe I'll just keep it this way. Actually, it's fine. Sounds pretty good. In that case, I hope everybody hates it. I taped my PCB. Is it meta sound now? Does it sound meta? Creamy, marbly, thocky, woody. Metaverse. Does my keyboard sound meta now? It's only meta if you add PE foam. Wait, it's not meta if even if I use that the Epic Tempest tape mod. I thought tape mod was the bee's knees too. The really it modifies sound so well. Have a good night. No problem, adorable. Take it easy. Alright, let's show off this thing and we'll probably finish up here. I'm just gonna wipe this off though. Alrighty. Oh, still dirty. What are your thoughts on the ceramic keycaps? I have no idea. I have never seen them in person, so I can't tell you. But I mean, it sounds interesting at a glance. I think it's kind of interesting to see that there's people coming up with the ceramic keycaps. One thing I'm kind of afraid of is that they would crack. What if they crack when they're on and you have it stuck on the stem or something like that? That would suck. Anyway, here is our capsule 65% from Pixelspace. Here with GMK Shoko. Pretty cool. This ice blue color though, I'm in love with it. I love this ice blue color anodizing. I wish other people did this ice blue too. This is so sick for an anodizing color. Really like it. Alright, here's the back of it. The back of the board has a PVD brass weight basically. That sits in the back. It's like this half pill sort of shape. And here's the side. This is a 5.5 degree typing angle. So pretty it's not very steep. And this is the front of the board. It's not very tall either. Well, it's pretty similar to what the HKB was like. And lastly, here's the bottom of the board. This looks like something an architecture student would make. Yeah, right? Definitely has that vibe to it. Ryotaro. Designed by Pixelspace Studio since 2020. Anyway, looks really cool. I think it's pretty unique. I really love this ice blue color though. Looks so good. I kind of wish that top bulb was also at the bottom. I actually don't, because it's very likely that you would touch it here and it would bother you. I actually I wouldn't like the bulb on this side. It would look really weird and it would feel weird to use. But yeah, pretty cool nonetheless. Anyway, okay, I don't think that's it. Yeah. And 3 layers of gaffer's tape, bro. Gaffer's tape is way too adhesive. It would, yeah. Honestly, keyboards need more unique designs. I mean, there's been quite a bit of unique stuff out there for sure. I would say it's, yeah. Rectangles not cutting it anymore? That's debatable. I think people are fine with rectangles. Anytime people go too far, they're also complaining that there's not enough rectangles of the classic design. And then when there's a lot of classic design top mount TKOs or something, people are bitching that there's not enough gasket mount or what we mount, you know, floor mount, ceiling mount, side mount, sandbag mount, you know. And then you know, it's like, okay, like keyboard people, man, can't please them. Always something to complain about. Bump on mount, yeah, I saw that IC looked pretty wild. Looked really wild. Bump ons for mounting. Any asbestos fiber mount. Yeah, but I mean, right? But anyway, this keyboard turned out really nice. I actually, like, I genuinely think that if this board is your cup of tea for aesthetics, it's pretty good. I really like the gasket socks. I mean, you have the option to put in the foam or not to put it. If you don't put it, you don't like it, you can still modify it. Like, you know, like the kapton tape here worked fine. And all it took was just like a very thin strip, and yeah, so it's pretty modifiable. I think this is pretty sweet. I mean, right now I have a hot swap, but I do think that they're gonna have, maybe they're gonna have solderable. I don't know if they're gonna have solderable or not, but yeah, I mean, if this is your cup of tea, this is pretty nice. I mean, the overall, like, the anodizing finish is really good. Like, it's super smooth anodizing. I actually like the cover, the bottom cover, how they did it. They have this nicely chamfered, like the chamfered cover here. Like, it's not completely seamless here. This actually looks nice and clean. And the little, like, half pill, sort of like this shape bump on, it goes with the theme really well too. It's nice and clean. I really like how this came out, to be honest. Like, the design is not necessarily something I would be like, oh man, I need one of those like this. But if it is something you like, it's pretty good. And it's easy to pick up from the sides too. 2 kilograms built, so not that heavy. Yeah. Can you hear it one more time? Yeah, I'll just do like a quick thingy here. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so like just a quick like yeah, here. I think I'm gonna keep it like this with the kapton, to be honest. It sounds pretty good too. So, and I'm kind of too lazy to open it up again. This actually feels and sounds pretty good. Kapton tape pog, yeah, kapton tape, vice kapton tape, yes, all that. General tape, lieutenant tape, Commander of the Armies tape. Yeah. Alright. Can't wait for people to go full circle and top mount becomes the next hype thing instead of gasket. Yep. like those small details keeping in line with the rest of the design of the board. Yeah, I do think this design is pretty nicely done. And pork jowl, take it easy, take care. I should go make some crunch wraps. Oh my god, I just clicked on the stream and I already hear heaven. Big Tussin, welcome. Been meaning to do so today. C Bassy, welcome. Kernel tape, yeah. Anyway. Pretty sweet. I like it. Alright, let's probably finish up here. Let's see if anybody is streaming. We can go shoot them a raid. But I think that's all I got for tonight. Comrade tape. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's check it out. Miss Shinchin Wong, she must be on the front page right now. She has 2K viewers building a Pegasus keyboard. I see Mr. Tomato. I see Nihon Jam. Oh, Nihon Jam building an Andromeda. We should raid Nihon Jam. It's been a while since we raided Mr. Nihon Jam. Mr. Nihon Jam. Yeah, let's go raid Nihon Jam. Why not? Or we can show some support to Miss Shin Shin Wang, although we've raided her before during the week. So yeah, let's go raid Mr. Nihon Jam. Anyway, do you guys have anything else? Last thoughts, questions, nothing? Especially for those who came from the Click Clack Discord looking for Pixelspace capsule details or whatever. If not, let's wrap it up here. Guess not. Okay. Raid Nihon Jam. Alright, we're raiding Mr. Nihon Jam. Alright. What should we tell him? Meowga raid. Let's see. I don't know what to tell Mr. Nihon Jam. Oh, actually I have a question for him. If you could live in any country in the world except for Japan, where would it be? I just have this question for some reason. Because Mr. Nihon Jam has the name Nihon in his name, so I'm kind of curious if he would ever go elsewhere. Alright, friends. Thank you again for stopping by. America. Okay, Drew, I know you wouldn't say that, would you? Anyway, I appreciate y'all for being here. I'll see you guys Saturday today, so probably early in the week. I'll probably see you guys next week. I'll probably be building a Key Cult #1, I believe. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Take it easy. Have a good rest of your evening and weekend. See ya.